Do you ever have something where maybe without even noticing you try to find flaws because you're so accustomed to it? That seems to be what's happening with Jayson Tatum in the postseason. Tatum is only 26, but has already played over 100 career playoff games. As a result, it seems expectations are higher for him, even though we've seen many top players historically not win their first title until around age 28. While Tatum can be streaky for better or worse, there is one area where he's shown drastic growth this postseason. What is it? And how can it help the Celtics' championship aspirations? Let's take a deeper dive and find out. Pick and roll is one of the most frequently used actions in the NBA. It can create advantages for ball handlers, or if the defense overcommits, lead to easy baskets around the rim. The Celtics don't run a lot of pick and roll compared to most teams, but Tatum's been extremely efficient when doing so this postseason. He ranks in the 92nd percentile scoring out of the action so far these playoffs, and in the 91st percentile out of it when including passes. So what makes him so effective in the action? It's a mix of the variety of ways he can score and the teammates around him. Tatum's blend of size and ball handling is impressive, and that is part of what makes the difference in this possession. The Celtics run an inverted pick and roll, which is where a guard, in this case Drew Holiday, sets a screen for a bigger forward or wing that can create off the dribble. As a result, Tatum gets switched on to Donovan Mitchell where he has a size advantage. With the Celtics spacing, there's no real threat to alter Tatum's shot when he gets downhill. He's decisive in his attack, and the result is 2 points and a foul. The other thing that makes Tatum so tough to defend in this action is his ability to shoot off the dribble. Granted, there are times he relies on these shots too heavily, and it could lead to erratic results. Though here's an example where it's successful. Again, the Celtics run another inverted pick and roll, though this time the Cavaliers do something different. They have Darius Garland hedge the screen, which is a coverage used to slow down the ball handler and ideally allow their initial defender to recover. The tough part is, if the initial defender can't get through the screen in time, Tatum's more than capable of making you pay. In this case, he does, dribbling into an open pull-up three that he converts. With the attention Tatum draws running pick and roll, this just increases the odds of him creating advantages for teammates. We've already seen this in action, as Tatum's teammates have made 19 baskets this postseason on possessions that started with him operating out of pick and roll. This example includes everything that was discussed previously. The Celtics run an inverted pick and roll and Garland hedges, but this time Tatum goes downhill and his initial defender recovers. Though look at the attention Tatum draws as he gets downhill. 4 Cavaliers defenders have their eyes on him, and 2 of them rotate to help. As a result, this is going to create an advantage. Tatum notices this and makes them pay, finding a wide open Al Horford in the corner, who knocks down the three. The other thing we've seen with Tatum running pick and roll is the way he can create advantages that don't show up in the box score. Here's an example where the Celtics run your traditional high pick and roll with Al Horford as the screener, though Tatum's defender and the screener's defender are doubling him after Horford sets the initial screen. Tatum notices this quickly, and it leads to an advantage with the Heat defense scrambling. Horford catches the ball out of pick and pop, and you see his initial defender hurries back, but the double team forced another defender to rotate. Horford makes the extra pass, and it leads to a wide-open three from Sam Hauser. Despite having the most success this postseason on a per-possession basis in pick and roll including passes of remaining playoff teams, the Celtics don't run it all that frequently. Only the Nuggets of the remaining playoff teams have fewer possessions come out of the action. Depending on the health of Kristaps Porzingis, this could be something the Celtics rely on more when he returns. Porzingis, with his mix of size and skills, is not only a dangerous roll man, but made nearly 46% of his threes out of pick and pop in the regular season. The Celtics are very tough to stop offensively, and Tatum continuing to create for himself and others out of pick and roll at this level will only make things tougher for opponents as their quest for Banner 18 continues.